Ask your viewers a question. Good. Ask your viewers a question. Good. Right. Okay, guys. I have to kickstart this now. I think we are live. I made an error in the poll I did. Okay, let me do another one. It comes up now. So, yeah. Mindsets. Say yes. Strategy. Say no. Cool. Right, guys. All right. Sorry. I'm literally okay, cool. It's up now. It's working. Okay, there's no one here yet. So let's get started. I'm gonna run through this because I've got a couple of questions, a few questions that we're gonna be covering today. I'm excited to share this to join this webinar with you. If you're wondering where I am literally by the river, but I'm just in the parking lot, chilled out. I've got friends on the other side. Let me show you. There's a boat. I see the boats there. Yeah. So there's a pub down there where people get to drink and relax and have relax for the evening. So yeah, hope there's not gonna be a lot of noise. I just came out here. Again, most people ask me what does it take to succeed online. If this is the first time you're joining me, it's absolutely following through. Most people don't follow through when they start something. So that's what the difference is. So if you happen to be the person that is serious and you're dedicated to change your life, I am a living proof that online business works. So I'm not here to like hype anything for you. What I'm going to be sharing with you is exactly what I'm doing. If it's up to you to copy what I'm doing, it's the same thing. I'm copying somebody else's work. So it's not like I'm writing a new script or I came up with this idea that is giving me this magnificent income. No, it's literally being humble, understanding that you don't know, then copy successful person, whatever they are doing, you start doing the same thing. Eventually, with time, you begin to see the results. If they put their leg here, put your leg there. You will learn, you make mistakes, you pivot, you change. That's the secret of online business. Most people have their own idea, like me when I started. Said business should be like this, and all of a sudden you realize you can't follow through with that. Your business should be like this. That's why most of us that succeed, we tend to plug into some sort of existing business before, and we begin to scale and market that product or something. From there, we can pivot and change. The opportunity online is endless. It's just about your imagination, how to use your mind to think, stay humble, learn, pray to God to give you the grace to assimilate what you're learning and put it into action. Because at the end of the day, you can watch all the videos in the world, you can Google everything in the world. If you don't take any action, nothing changes. So I hope as people are joining now, I just literally went through a rant and I hope you find this interesting. Right. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the question. But first of all, I'm gonna do a little bit of disclaimer. If you probably
It's
know me,
18 hours.
yeah, we're on time now. If you don't know, if this is the first time you're joining us, I'm just gonna do my little disclaimer so that everybody know where we stand. Because sometimes when you're doing things online like this, people tend to say your stuff is like this or it's not like that, and you get to experience all sorts of things. So I'm gonna put a little disclaimer in business. Anything in life, it has risk. So this is a legal disclaimer. Everything I share with you is exactly what I'm doing. For the fact that it's working for me, it comes down to few things: your intention, your honesty, your your heart, your passion, your love for what you're doing. That's what really makes the difference. People don't succeed by accident. So what I'm sharing with you is because it's working for me, that doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. If your intentions are not right, if you don't have your customers at heart, you just want to make money off people. Most times you fail doing those things. So it's always good to know where you are in business. So come in and check in with yourself and do your self check, and begin to understand that businesses you can succeed when you start studying yourself and understanding exactly what is in your heart that you're trying to do. Because the bottom line of every business is to solve problems. All right. So with that out of the way, take the time to read this. Is that rain? Don't tell me it's rain. I'm outside. I've got a guest here. Somebody's on YouTube, and there's one person here. Oh my God, I didn't intend. The weather was so cool today. Don't even try it. I think it's gonna hang out. Let me go. Right. So if you're on the call, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Forgive me. Wingare. If
That's
you,
right.
I
Yeah.
give people on the call. Yeah, I give people on the call the privilege to ask their questions first before I go into my emails and check other messages that I got to respond to their questions. So if you're looking to have any question online, I'm trying to start a business online, you just don't know how to get started, feel free to ask me the question and I'll help you understand it based on my own experience. And you can actually know what to do next so that between now, next week, next month, you're actually making progress if you are dedicated to building a business online. Because I don't believe you can do anything without taking action. Yeah. So I'll just give you the moment to jump out, ask a question, and we take it from there. You got a question?
Yeah. How do you start the business?
How do you start the business?
Yeah. Like your own business.
How did I start? Is that what
Yeah.
you mean? How
Yeah.
did I start? I went to online. I went to the internet. I saw a training that was saying online business. Click here to get started. I clicked on it. They said pay $29. I paid, and I went through some series of training. They said pay another money. I paid, and before you know it, I'm here today. That's how I started. Does that make sense? Does that help you in any way?
Yeah, it does. Did it take you a long time to get this far where you are today?
It's not about it taking me a long time. It's about how bad do you really want to change your life. So if you where you are in currently is not serving you, what I mean by that is when I started, I was in a situation where I wasn't spending time with my kids. I was in a job that was taking every soul out of my life. I don't like going to the job, but I went there every day. Um, I don't like the people not the people that I was working with, the people that was managing me, they were like controlling my life. And I was saw myself, I was about 35 years old. Somebody's telling me the time I need to take my children on to school, telling me when I need to go or take my wife on a holiday, tell me when I need to travel. Everything was literally dictated for me. So I asked myself a very simple question: when is this going to end? And the answer is I looked around, everybody was doing the same thing. Just very few people that were in control of their life. So I decided to change. So when you ask me how long did it take me to get started, um, to get to where I am today, it's not literally about how long. That defines that. It's more about the place I was in. I was fed up of it. I was willing to sell anything to change direction because if I had stayed on that path, I would have been divorced by now. Maybe I'll be a single father, visiting my son. I didn't want that to happen because it's rampant in the UK. Work causes stress for so many families, and the parents divorce, and they think the husband will say the wife is the problem, the wife will say the husband is the problem. Literally, the truth is the work they are in, they did not change. So they allowed the stress from work, brought it back home, and that caused the relationship. That was my experience. It may not be the same for everybody, but that was what I experienced. I might move around. It's drizzling a bit. Yeah, I don't know if that would help you in any way. If not, I will. Yeah, it's raining, guys. That's what you get when you come outside. Sometimes. Yeah, sitting at the back of the car. No fancy stuff. There's no fancy stuff. I don't do any fancy stuff. I'll tell you, online business is a mobile business. I can sit down here, build a website, set up a campaign, launch it, and go and sit down by the river and start drinking. Come back 2 hours later, and I start getting sales leads and sales. So that's how online business is all about your imagination, how to get it to work. But it takes a while to get to this level. You have to obviously invest in yourself. Right. Do you have any more questions?
No, not for now.
Not for now. Wow. Okay. I think YouTube is going mad. Right. Me buko.
Are
I
you live
like
on
money.
YouTube too?
Can you? Sorry.
Are you live on YouTube as well?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So this one said I like money. Can you tell me how to make money? How do I make money? I don't care about the people. I just care about the money. This one is good. That's already. Should I start charging $14 for a cabby party? Will this finish fish brains
But
actually
to
buy
sign up
it?
for the business, you
Who's
have to pay, right? Sorry.
yeah, if you go to if you want to if you're a farmer and you want some fruits in your want to harvest some fruits, do you have to plant a seed before you can harvest them? It's just a natural law of life. You just have to plant invest before you reap. If you want to anything in life, and if you want to drive your car, you have to take it to the gas station, invest in petrol. If not, the car is not going to drive. If you want to, um, if you're hungry, you have to go out, earn some money, invest, put yourself to work so that you earn something, then invest, put energy into you. That's how life is. It's not really about online business. Is no different. It's just you have to sow before you reap. It's a law in the Bible. I'm a Christian.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, it's something that you have to understand. That's you can't avoid it. I tried to avoid it so many times, but um, it just kept banging me on my face. Right. So I'm just gonna dive into um emails now. So this one is from Rick. He said, I want to work for myself, but I keep buying these courses and they turn out and then it turns out they were not for me. I have bought several. It gets expensive. Never know which one is going to be the one until I try it. Everyone sells you on the fact that theirs is the best and not to listen to anyone. These are the same things. Right. So I understand this question literally. Um, Rick, if you are like for me, for example, I want to be really careful how I put you through in this kind of question. The fundamental of every to change your life, first of all, is there's some mindset shift that we have to go through. That they say success is 95% mental and 5% physical. That's strategy. So you have to come up with a vision, your emotions, your goals. All these things are mental. If you don't have the mindset for it, then even if you jump into the course, which is the strategy, and they show you this is the product to sell, you can't sell it because there is no vision for it. We need to understand that balance. We need both. You can't be overloaded on one side. You can't just be visionarizing, thinking about it, dreaming about it, no action. And you can't just be taking action and without any direction. It's just more like if you're taking massive action, buying this course, it's more like you're a boat in a sea, just circling around the sea with no captain or no map or no compass to the pointing it to any particular direction. So we need to understand that balance in terms of trying to change your life. Where we struggle with is I can go into a lot of coaching on this to help you understand this, but it's you can change your life because one thing I can tell you from your question is you have the attitude to change. The desire is already inside of you. You're hungry for change. But the problem is, I see I may be wrong, it's probably coaching. You need somebody to hold you and direct you to the path. It's more like that compass. Now, when I mean that somebody to hold you, it's literally you being humble, being submissive, to accept that you don't know certain things and you're willing to take the time to grow into the place where you can actually start understanding what happened. Because um, don't tell me this rain is coming down again. Oh, there. It comes. It comes now. Right. Let me stand here. I guess I should be fine here. Right. So yeah. I hope the noise is not coming through loud. It should be okay. My also I would have gone into the call. Anyway, I guess it should be fine. So what I'm saying is let me try and explain this in diagram so that we can all understand it. What I mean by so this is if you can see my screen, just say yes or just put a no um, on this. If you can see a white screen, that's what I expect you to see.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Good, thank you. So the first thing we need to understand is when we want to change our life, it doesn't matter when I'm not going to be talking about online business now. It's more of It's more of I'm gonna be sharing with you about yourself to understand what is happening to you so that you can change. When we want to change, first of all, we focus on, which is normal. There's nothing wrong with it. We focus on the goal. What do I mean by goal? Um, I'll just put it. We focus on where we want to go, how to make money. Let's say 5K a month, or we want to buy a car. Whatever the goal is for you, it doesn't matter. Everybody focuses on this is the goal, this is the dream, this is the thing in your head. But what we don't realize is, I'll just put, excuse me for my diagram again. Yeah. So what we realize is we know it's going to take us a journey to get here, right? It's going to be like, let's say 6 months or 1 year or 5 years. It doesn't really matter. It depends on how big this goal is for you. Then you start to walk towards it. What we tend to do is basically we focus on here, the goal. And we often realize we can't make any progress because we are thinking about it so much because we don't know. The problem is not here. Everybody on this call, everybody watching me, everybody has a desire to change their life. Everybody wants to earn more money. Everybody wants to improve their life. If you cook, if you're a woman, you cook, you want to cook a better meal the next time. If you run, you want to run faster the next time. If you jump, if you're an athlete, you jump, you want to jump higher the next time. It's just a natural law of life. I just want us to understand that. But the problem is not that we don't have all those desires inside. We do have it. That's why we are here. That's why we want to learn. But the problem is here. We don't know where we are. We don't know where we are. I'll just end there. Because let me explain that. Imagine you are a boat. You're trying to get to another part of the world in an ocean, and you're going to sail in the ocean, and you just enter the ocean without any compass, no map. You will notice the boat. I'm gonna draw something that is really crazy now. Noah's Ark. Okay. Yeah. Imagine that you want to cross the Atlantic Ocean. Now this is all water. This is all water. You want to get to here. You will have enough tank, enough fuel to get to this destination here. But the problem is that this captain doesn't have a map. He doesn't know where he is in the ocean. That's what I mean. He doesn't know where he is standing in the ocean. So the direction to get to the destination, maybe wherever you are, 5K amount of the direction, whether you're going to turn left or turn right or walk straight, you have no idea because you don't know where you're standing. So we tend to start guessing, and that's what we do when we start a business. We start guessing: is it going to be affiliate marketing? Is it going to be e-commerce? Am I going to be selling physical product? Where is the product to sell? Which course am I buying? You get confused because you don't know where you are mentally. What we need on our own side is humility. James 4 verse 10. If you are humble, I will lift you up. The reason you need humility is because you're going to be learning. And learning is not something anybody really wants to do. If you have kids, try teaching them something. The moment that you try to teach them something, they'll tell you they know more than you. That's how we are behaving as adults as well. If you see your child struggles to learn, just know that that's how you are as a person. So you struggle to learn. I use my kids as example all the time because I learn a lot from their behavior because that's how I tend to see myself. If I open my laptop sometimes, I end up watching Facebook. I forget things very quickly. This is how we are as a person. So when you understand, okay, this is how you are, what you need is humility to learn. When you're prepared to learn, you need to get guidance. Guidance is what I call the map to get to the destination. is in real life, it's called a mentor. If you look at professional athletes, whether it's football, whether it's tennis, whether it's golf, all of them, these guys that we watch, they all have what? Coach. Why? Because you can't see the picture if you are in the frame. You can't admit your own mistakes. So you need some, they call it in online business, they call it accountability partner. Somebody to hold you accountable to your actions. Let's say, for instance, you commit today that you're going to sign up today. Then that it doesn't end there. Your life hasn't changed if you start today. What I'm talking about is a week from now, you need to have a goal, a small goal here. Maybe it's to complete module one only. Then you come out and say to somebody like me, or somebody you find in the community, I am going to, you body up with that person. It's virtual. I'm going to complete module one by end of this week. Can you hold me accountable to that? Can we catch up in a week's time so that we can, I can show you what I've learned. So maybe you can guide me on the next step. 1 week goes by, you show up, you take the action, you complete that training. So you will be much more inclined to meet up with that person. All right. But if you go that week and you don't do anything, you will start avoiding that person because you know they're going to call you out that you told me you're going to do this, but you didn't do it. I wouldn't want to waste my time. Please be serious. So this is where everybody gets into. I am not an action taker like I used to be before. Not like I don't normally take action before, but when I found out this strategy is what helps me grow, I'm always telling people what I'm doing because I know next time they see me, I'll try and do that thing. I'll try and force myself to make the decisions to do that thing. So when next we meet, I've done that thing. So with this is how I am growing. I'm giving you the mindset behind it. It's not literally about strategy. It's how to be humble to learn. So if you are willing to learn, you will always succeed. Anybody that has that attitude of not that you sign up now or you sign up tomorrow, you sign up next week, and you close your laptop for another 1 month, then you come back and say, oh, this online business thing doesn't work. That's how people have been behaving, and they put it online. Online business is scam, is hard, is this, is that. You read it, you believe it. As you believe, so shall it be. That's why you're skeptical. That's why you're afraid, because you think it doesn't work. But how about people like me that are saying it works? It's not just me. There are a lot of people that are saying it works. I'm glad now more Africans are succeeding online just by following some of the things I'm sharing. So it's not just me. With other trainings as well. So it's good that we start waking up to the reality that our life is in our hands and we can actually win. It's so that is what I want you. So the problem is not usually the goal. The problem is knowing where you are. Are you humble enough to invest in your education, to get a mentor? Because I can tell you, I spent 7 years browsing the when I said I'm laughing, I'm like I was an idiot doing it. Browsing the internet, like looking for how to start a business with no money, how to start a business without low budget, how to start a business with at home, everything that you can think of, online business from scratch, Shopify, I don't know, every single one of them. I tried it. I spent 7 years. I realized I've added 7 years to my life. I said, my life is not getting any better. I need to change. You see, if you keep doing things as you've always been doing it, you keep getting what you've been getting. It's like you must be willing to change. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your willingness to change? Because if you refuse to change, you keep getting what you're getting. You need to. I'm not laughing because I'm mocking. I'm just saying that because I spent 7 years. I'm not saying 7 days. I didn't say 7 weeks. 7 years being an idiot, and I thought I knew it because you were in school. You should be educated. You should be that. You know all this stuff. You carry this ego. No, show me this thing. There's something they're hiding in online business. There's something they're not sharing with me. All these small things that goes through our head. But the truth is, it's very simple. Most people don't follow through. So if you can dedicate 30 days to a massive I'm always in a challenge. I always tell people this. I never go a month without, because I understand it now. It's not like it's guesswork. It's There's an app on my phone. I'm working on my weight. So I've lost about 17 kg since the past 6 months. It's it's I haven't changed my diet. I haven't changed. It's just about discipline. If I tell you this online thing is not really just online, it's every area of your life. I'm always in a challenge. We need to understand that I'm always to change your life, you must challenge yourself. You can't be coasting the way you're coasting and change your life. It's not going to work. It's simply not going to work. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes, mentality, be an action taker, never coming up with excuses, thinking positive, saying positive things to yourself, not negative things to yourself. You'll be surprised how many negative things you say to yourself. That's why you're where you are. So I when I learned this, it's all in the Bible. For I don't know if you guys are Christian. I can see somebody with an angel, Abyss Anthony. I presume we spirituals kind of a stuff, and it comes down from simple things you've learned. You already know in the Bible. When I was going through the training, I'm like, listen, all these things are in the Bible. So why is everybody not doing it? That's what I'm sharing with. Because you will come out to see that your words are very powerful. The words that come out of your mouth are very powerful. It's literally what creates your life. The moment you say it's hard, you've created hardship. It's instantly, unconsciously. How many times have you seen online business is hard or is expensive? What are you doing to your mind? You're planting a seed that is hard. If I go deep and explain this thing, we will. I'm like, it's these things are so simple, but because it's so simple, that's why we don't do anything. Um, I don't usually. Oh, you're Christian? Yeah, good, great. So it's something that I have come to understand that every single one of us is a creative being. We can sit down and this thing. I heard this, and I'm gonna share with you guys. I heard this from Bob, one of my mentors. He said, Take a pen, sit down." This is it. This is this is it. Sit down and write down on a piece of paper. Say, I am going to have an online business that makes $5,000, $1,000, $10,000 a month by this time next year. Write it out and only think of ways to make it happen. There'll be a negative thought that will say it can't happen. Delete it. You have the power to say no to that. Only think, how can you make it happen? You'll be surprised you will make it happen. But the point is, that is, I'm smiling because that is exactly the truth. That is how simple it is. Sit down, take a pen, and say to yourself, I am going to have a bit. I'm so happy and grateful now that it's 31st December 2021 and I have a successful business online, making me additional income of $1,000 a month. Just write it out. Let me explain to you what I'm sharing with you because it's like a secret, but it's not a secret. When you have that dream in your head, that's the vision. What did Solomon say? Where there is no vision, my people will perish. Right? You already have the vision. Now, the next step is to paint it. So, how do you transfer a vision into a physical form? Is in writing. When you write it out, you literally engrave that into your hi, you're right. Yeah. Yeah. You literally engrave that into your subconscious mind. So you put it where you can read it every day. So when you write something, you're literally taking something from the spirit realm into the physical. Now, I want to share this with you. This phone is an iPhone, I don't know, maybe iPhone 12. I don't know. My wife gave it to me. Yeah, I think it's 12. It was once, look at it. It's physical. I can hold it now. But before this phone came to my hand, it was once in somebody else's mind first. That person now sat down and started sketching the phone. I want 3 cameras at the back. I want them to zoom like this. I want them to go like this. This is how I want the size. They first sketched it. He was transferring the vision into a physical realm. I want you to understand the steps here. So the idea for you to change your life is literally you have the power to do it. But because it's so simple, we don't do it. That's the sad truth. I keep telling people this over and over. This, Pascal, what are you doing? I said, this is what I'm doing. There's nothing else. I sit down in my room and I say, this is what I'm going to achieve this month. I schedule the month out. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to launch an ad. I'm going to build this website. This is when I give myself time to do it. I know that there is a thought that will say, oh, you don't need that one. You don't need that one. I say, no. Pascal, complete what you've started first. Go through these 30 days, then change after the 30 days. Because there's this in our mind, this short attention span that we all have. I learned this from my kids. You pick up one thing, by the time you know you forget it, you're on to the next thing. You start affiliate marketing business, before you know it, you're in Amazon. Before you know it, you're in crypto. You need willpower to stay with one. There's opportunity everywhere. I understand it, but you need to stay with one and master it. Jack of all trades is master of none. Whether it's affiliate marketing, whether it's e-commerce, each of them can change your life. But the reason they can't change your life is because you're in all of them. Now, a lot of people will say, how do you diversify? Follow one path first before you start thinking of diversifying. So that's what I'm going to share with you on this. I don't want to go too long, bro. 30 minutes in. So just know that where you are is where the problem is. It's not where the goal is. All of us have dreams. All of us have goals to make our children create more money and finances in our life. But we still need to know where we are. So it comes down to humility. It comes down to patience. All these things are free. You can understand everything I'm sharing with you is literally free. But when you go and see somebody, I'll tell you, pay money here, drop money, let me you go and drop. But I'm sharing what to do for free. But when it comes to investing in yourself, you need to understand that's where you plant the seed. But you got to do the free stuff first. Because if you don't do the free stuff, when it comes to the investing, you don't know what to do. You basically will procrastinate on it. And that's one habit everybody needs to get over. When you've bought several courses, it gets expensive. It's not expensive. It's just that you need to earn more money. I want to buy a Tesla. Is it expensive? To some people, it might be expensive. It's to me, I don't have the cash in my bank right now. So what do I do? How do I come up with 100 grand to buy a Tesla? What can I sell? How many products can I sell? So this is how I start thinking. Will it take me 2 years to save up the money, or 3 years or 4 years? Okay, let's put a plan together. That's how you approach this sort of expensive things that you might think is expensive. If you really have the desire for it, if you don't have the desire for it, you won't approach it the way. So you have to ask yourself, do you really have the desire to start a business online? What is pushing you? Because for me, when I started, nobody convinced me. I knew it was time to change my life. I stuck the money in. I didn't care whether I was going to lose it or I just wanted to get in. As I said, this is what I said to myself. You have to understand this. I said to myself, because I've tried other online courses like which it has, but when I succeeded with this training is I said to myself before I started, I said, like, I'm going to give this thing 1 year to make it work. I'll do my best that 1 year. even if I don't make money for 1 year, but I will try my best to learn as much as possible to do. You know the funny thing, most people don't even survive 1 month. So when I go past 1 month, I realized I learned a lot because I committed to I didn't make money, but what I learned was changing my life, was was being able to follow through in what I said I will follow through with. Does that make sense? Because it's easy to bring out a credit card and swipe it and pay and type your PIN and pay the money straight away, $100. That's the easy bit. The hard part is the next day, will you open your laptop 1 hour every day for the next 30 days? Is this so? Can you commit to doing such simple tasks? That is where you want to stand out from the crowd. Because I can tell you, 80% don't follow through. If you want to belong to the 5% winners, you have to commit to yourself that you will. I'm not saying this about online business only. Look at this year when it came to New Year's resolution. How many people said that they were going to change their life with goals or dreams? We're going to start a business online. We are in half year down now. What's going on? Most people have given up on their weight loss program. Most people have forgotten about what they said. They just allowed life to carry them because they lacked that willpower to stay with one thing. We need to understand that is where the problem is not the online thing. So if you can follow through it, one mindset, invest in yourself, you will eventually succeed. That is the way I look at it. I've not seen anybody that stayed 1 year that didn't see make massive progress, because that's I did a training last week on why I say 1 year. It's kind of the way nature works. You plant a seed, there is a gestation period before that seed will grow. So we need to be aware of that, in order to. So this one is from Asamo. Thank you for your email. I've just watched the videos on affiliate marketing and I honestly enjoyed it. I was surprised I watched it till the end. Again, you see, I was surprised I watched it to the end because most people will think they're trying to sell you. They don't even watch 10 minutes. So it's all about concentration. Very unusual of me. He stated this. Thank you for your email. I have just watched the video of affiliate marketing and I honestly enjoyed it. I was surprised I watched it to the end. Very unusual of me. This video has honestly given me some insight. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. This is, I don't know if this is a question, if this is a comment. Yeah. I don't know which one to target as. So it's you understanding that you probably subscribe to the video series. If you want to know what I'm talking about, did you watch it? Probably no. That's the problem. Is not the video is not working. The problem is not your phone is not working. The problem is not you don't have internet. The problem is not you can't find the money. The problem is not online business doesn't work. The problem is what happened to me between the time I signed up until today that I didn't finish what I started. That if you understand that, you got the you got the answer. You have won. Then you stop it. You stop that habit. Once you get on top of that habit, your success is just like much more guaranteed, in my opinion. It's not an excuse. I'm telling you, that is where the problem is. The day you signed up, what happened? Why didn't 6 months down the line you didn't watch it? What happened? Sit down and ask yourself, why didn't I sit down and watch this video? Then sign up again and see what will happen. Monitor your behavior. So watch what will come and distract you and all that stuff. And monitor what you're saying to yourself in your mind. Is this real? Is this real scam? Start monitoring that conversation. What did Bob say? The same thing I'm telling you. Take a pen, write a vision, stick it out, and make your decision based on the vision. Let me explain that. Don't make the decision looking at your bank account now. You're not going to go anywhere with that. Don't make the decision looking at your circumstance right now, looking at the job you're in right now. You're literally trying to create the past. You need to, where there is no vision, my people, you need to go in your vision, mental faculty, your mind, that God has blessed you with. You can imagine anything. Imagine yourself buying a new house 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whatever it is for you. How much? How would you feel in that house? Then that person in that house or in that car, they have a decision to make today that is $100. How would they approach it? What would they do to solve that problem? Whatever that person would do it today. And again, 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 and again. You found the secret. Before you know it, you will be that person. You will change your paradigm. That's what it comes down to. I hope this, for some reason, this rain started coming down like madness. I didn't expect this after such sunny day. Right. I might wrap this webinar. Let me see if I got any question. No. Let me go inside the car. I'm not wet though. I'm fine. Right. I've got 4 questions. 5, 6. Okay, this one is for Asama again. I've spent all my afternoon listening to Stuart, a brilliant video, and answers all my questions. I am determined to start making some earnings online. Financial struggle. Again, if you present what you're currently going through. I hope I can afford the all-in package. It's only $100 to get started, guys. It's not the end of the world. Um, it's not the end of the world, in my opinion. If you're serious about it, it's not gonna. What if your life changes? Keep your eyes on the prize. What if your life changes for borrowing $100 to get started? What if your life changes because you borrowed? What will happen to you? What would you feel like? Would you regret it? Something that you have to consider. Right. The next one is from Cielo. I would like to start the course you talk. I would like to start the course you did about online business. Please let me know what to do. To get started is very straightforward. It's not something that we hype about. Money is the is the best reason for starting a business online. Yeah, let me all right. Okay, let me find the link. I'll share the link in my YouTube streaming live so that you guys will see, you guys will get to Mr. Carbs. There you go. I put a link in there. That's the link to get started. Yeah. I'm gonna have $1 million an hour, but you gotta go with $1 million a year first. It's all about steps. You have to understand the steps. It's okay to dream big, but you have to meet yourself where you are. I always say that let your dream big, but meet yourself where you are. Don't put things that we don't have. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat in case if you guys want it as well. Yeah, so the next question is from guys. We can all succeed online, I can tell you that. It doesn't matter what don't worry about what you're going to sell. Focus more about what you're going to give. Give us never lack. So I've sorted out this question. I'm giving you the link. The next one is Michael. Michael said, "Thank you very much for this opportunity. I am interested, and I would like to you please to reach out to me. You live in the States. Wow. America. Okay, he gave me his number. We'll try and make that contact later. The next one is from Isugi. Thank you so much. I think I am interested in making money. I would love to join and make some profits for my small business I will start. Again, do you have the desire? Because I see when people say I would like to, it's like they are waiting for something to convince them to take the action. And you don't want to start on that foot because you'll be waiting for that thing. You think something outside is going to do the job for you. That's where the problem is. And when you start looking for things outside factor, you're not going to change much. Everything is inside. You need to come from inside. God blessed you with something at birth. So when you go into online business and investing in yourself, what you need to understand is don't worry so much about the product that you're going to sell. There's something called faith. Faith is the ability to call upon something that is not as if it's here. It's an internal guidance. So for the fact that you're here today, or you sent in this question, that thing is guiding you. It's a feeling. It's guiding you to what God's purpose is for you. You have to trust it. I can't tell you start affiliate marketing business or start e-commerce. Let that thing tell you which one to go into. And just know that everything you go through is an experience setting you up for a big and better future. So don't let any small mistake you do today or tomorrow, maybe you lose money here and there, and that destroys your emotions or that weighs you down. Don't let that happen. Always know that there's a better one next time or the next step. So always trust. Like for me, I try to follow myself the more because they can tell me. I launched a YouTube ad recently. Now, some people say best ads are like 3 minutes long, 3 to 4 minutes, and some people say 5 minutes is too long. I know all these things are metrics; they do guide, but the truth is, I don't know. I need to put my own out there. I need to put the 3 minutes, put the 4 minutes, put the 5 minutes, put the 6 minutes. I don't know which one is going to perform. So I'm not going to let somebody else's experience determine my future because they don't know what God has put in me. So my message might be for somebody that wants to watch for 6 minutes, and that's why God put me there. So if I follow another model, it wouldn't work. So that's why it's always good to trust yourself, follow your inner guidance, and I believe in that so much. Believe in yourself. Please, after the $100, do I need to buy any other packages or another payment? Other payments? It's all about you. I bought. No. I bought. I still buy today. It never stops. It's more like, how far do you want to grow? Let me explain. Let me share with you my own journey. It's not. Don't make decisions based on your current circumstances. You ain't going nowhere. I'll say that again. If you're looking at your bank account now, you're looking at your house you live in, and you're looking at your children now, and you're making the decision based on these things, current circumstances, you're just trying to recreate. Remember, you become what you think about. You're just trying to recreate this thing you already have. So you're literally going to go around in circles. You must obey the law. The first step is vision. Let your mind fly. The question I should be asking, do you want to make $1 million? If your answer is yes, I presume yes. It's not a bad thing. Just honestly, it's not a bad thing. The answer is yes. Sit down and start thinking of Anthony that has saved $1 million in his bank account. What does that Anthony look like? How does he dress? How does he speak? Try and imagine, how does he speak to his children? How does he speak to his wife? How does he speak to people? What kind of things does he do? What time does he wake up? Is he an action taker? Is he a lazy fellow? Is he fast? Does he do exercise every day? What kind of body does he live in? What kind of foods does he eat? Take a pen, start writing. You need to dig deep. That's where the personal development comes in. I did not see that when I was where you are. That is the 95% of the work. The strategy, Facebook advertising, how much others. You can pay somebody. I pay somebody to edit my video today. I never really believed I could say something like this, but it's happening. It's from here. It's not that I can't edit it, but I value my time. And I know, not that I value my time, I know that if I pay that person, the money I'm giving him is going to feed his family. He's not leaving me. The money is going to do good in the world. It's a different mindset. The money leaving you is going to do good in the world. Let it go because it will come back in thousand folds. It's a mindset. We all need to shift. So you have to start seeing money for what it is. Money is not part of you. You are but Proctor said you are a spiritual being living in a physical body. There's no money in part of you. You have to go deep and understand who you are as a person and start working on that person to develop that person. It has nothing to do with money. Don't let money define the future for you. Again, somebody telling me this when I got started, I might probably not listen to them because I am going on. I'm not trying to sell you anything if you understand what I'm not here to sell you to join the training or not. That's not my job here. I'm here to help you dream big, change your life. Know that it's possible. Whether it's this training, whether it's another training, whether it's another course, just know it's in you. That's my mission to give back. What problems are you trying to solve in your life? Are you going through marital problems? Do you spend time with your kids? You can solve all those problems. All those things can change. You could create a beautiful home. What happened. I started online business because I wanted money, but they started teaching me about success is not just about money. That's why I told, who did I tell that the other day? Say you can have all the money in this world, but if your home, your wife and your kids are not where they want to be, you will not be a happy man inside. And that's unfulfillment. You don't want to be in that space. So you want a space where you're growing, your children, your wife is growing, your children are growing. I'm not talking about growing tall. I'm talking about growing spiritually, growing financially, growing mentally, growing in all areas, growing healthy. It's a balance. That's what these guys teach. So the idea of whether you pay another man, let that the first step. Let me show you how to get through this journey. Don't decide this. Let You will be the one that will decide it. Let me show you how it works. Um, this is how I did it. The same question you have, I'm just gonna wipe this now. The same question you have is what I had when I started. We all start at the same place, the same mindset. That's not a problem. Make up your mind. I'm gonna give you the secret. Make up your mind today, not tomorrow, not next tomorrow. Today, pay the $100. Don't go back on your words. Like I said, that is not where the problem is. You can do this today. You won't die. Take the action. Now, between today and 30 days. This is where the magic would happen. If you do exactly what I tell you. Again, humility is important. Tomorrow, commit 2 hours to go through module one. Next day, 2 hours every day. And everything that you learn in these 30 days, put it into action. I'm telling you how to overcome whatever money that you're going to. You will become a testimony for yourself. You will look back and say, how did I get here? I'm giving you the principle, the strategy, all in one shot. It's a secret, but it's not a secret. The reason I say it's not a secret is because I've told you. The reason it will be a secret because you probably will not do it. But I'll tell you, I know I'm not trying to force you to do it, but I tell you, this is what I learned. The first day you take action, you commit a particular time of the day. I'll tell you what works well. I'll tell you what I mean by that. You can't do morning today, you do evening tomorrow, you do afternoon. You will destroy you will come up, you create chaos in your life. Discipline is required. If it's early morning, stick with early morning. If it's late evening, stick with late evening. I tried late evening because I was working back then. But if I come back, I'm exhausted, I'm tired. As soon as I open the laptop, I sleep on top of it. So I knew that 30 days was running out. I needed to learn more. So I shifted to evening, to morning. So before I wake up in the morning, I take the action. I will study 2 hours a day, and every day I was putting in 2 hours. I learned this from Jim Rohn. 2 hours. It's small, but it's compounding. It's like compound interest. It's when you're starting out, you will not see it, but stick with the principle. It will take you to $1 million if you commit, because it's the same principle. To So what would happen is over these 30 days, you wouldn't. I'm not guaranteeing you're gonna make money. You wouldn't make money. I'm not guaranteeing anything. You will learn something about yourself that nobody will teach you, and that's where the secret lies. Because what would happen is when you get to that 30 days, you will look back and say, look at what you've accomplished and realize you couldn't have done that if you didn't stick with the principles. That's where the secret comes in. Go another 30 days and another 30 days and another 30 days. Did you hear me talk about challenge? That's what it is. 30 days. A year from now, people will look back and be asking you, how did you get here? How did you build all this business? How do you say, what time did you? If you tell them it's 2 hours, they will not believe it. That is what's happening to me today. It's only 2 hours. It's commitment. Simple strategy. Because to some people, it might take long. They wouldn't do it. And they spend years. I spent 7 years. I told you this before. Looking all over the internet. It's simple. Commit to that long term. Give yourself 1 year. You will enter the top 5% in the world. It's not easy, but it's possible. I hope that helps. That's the only thing I can tell you exactly what to do. If you, at the end of the 30 days, if you don't like yourself or if you don't follow through, you can always ask for your money back. They give you your money. But at least you now know where the problem is. Then you start fixing it. Again, if your life changes, which I believe it will, please look back and pick one person up. Because you have found something many people are looking for. Just you, because you will understand what it takes to change. So instead of being negative to people, try and encourage them, just like I'm encouraging you. because you are now part of the people God have selected to rebuild, to build the world. Because understand this, there's always going to be people that will destroy it, and there'll be people that will build. All have the both. We all destroy some things, we all build some. So it's where we are, where you focus your energy. If you focus on mainly on your negative habits, you will destroy a lot of things in your life and the things you come in contact with. But if you focus a lot more on your positive habits, taking action, doing good things, you will build enough things in this world to reach many people. I hope this helps you. Um, yeah, so let me dive to the next question. Um, this one is Richard. Hi, I have been on the sidelines for a while, and the reason that I, I am quite skeptical. Also wondering how I will be able to pay my subscription every month
It's 19
and how
hours.
to generate income and all that. Please educate me. You're skeptical, everybody is. That's not a problem. It's a healthy thing to have skepticism, but when it's overdosed, that's where it becomes a problem. Again, it's not about s- s- skepticism is the deadly enemy in personal development. It's something that is going to haunt you. Everybody's a skeptic in some one way or the other, but when it becomes too much, that's where it becomes a problem. So don't don't allow it to get to the point where it starts affecting you in your marriage, in your children, in your life, in your finances, and all that stuff. If you allow it to trickle in all those areas, it becomes a problem. And always do this thinking about your vision. Now, the other thing is educate me. I've said enough in this training that I have been through. You're always thinking about your monthly subscription. Again, this is one of the fears I had to overcome myself. When it came to everything online, you probably see um pay everything is gym subscription, everything is subscription. It's just business. And the way take yourself for example, I always try to explain this way so that people can, you are a subscription to your company whatever you're working, so they are paying you some sort of salary every month. So if you're going to build a business, you have to be willing to pay something every month, whether it's software, whether it's staff or agency or something. You have, it's just the way. Again, don't look at the money going out leaving you as if something left you. You're actually investing in the world, so your money is going to do good in the world. So come from that place and see from that sense that my money is actually going to another family so that they can eat. Simple things like this. So let it go. Don't you want somebody else to eat if you have money to feed? So if the person provides good service for you, you pay them. That's how you make money. So it's the same thing that you're going to be selling online. People are going to buy your product. If everybody keeps saying they don't have money to pay for your product, will you have business? No. So it's, you just need to understand that's life. It's not something that you change, unless you want to change it. I don't know how to change it. Right. Okay. Let's jump on to over to YouTube. I am getting paid. Am I getting paid for this? The only charge I'm getting is money. I'm gonna have a million businesses. Quick, get a bucket to fill up on the rain and store it in your fridge. This guy is so funny. Right. I'm just gonna do one more question, and educate me. I've done that, and it's for Richard. This one is for Rebecca. Thank you, Pascal. I am trying to start a business online. Expend some money. I am staying to see if I can get some results after I can move forward. I spent some money. I'm trying to see if I can get some results. Yeah, it's a law of life. This one is sowing and reaping. You just have to sow before you reap. You can't put the law upside down. If you, like I said, the problem is not the goal, the dream. The problem is where we are. Look at where you are. Is this kind of thought process that we are running today Online business should be like this. I'm trying to see if I can make some money before I invest. That's what kept you where you are. And so that's the mindset that strapped us where we are. It took me a while to understand this. It's my mindset that brought me here that I'm trying to change. Everything happens in the mind first. So we all have to understand that as well. So yeah, you can't change the law. Is you have to sow before you reap, I'm afraid. Right, the next one is I think we're almost done. Let me see if I have how many more questions. One, two. I think we can do this. This one is for York. I'm in China, and the time difference, you can add me also to my WhatsApp. Then we can send me the mail on the next meeting, Joseph. Right, okay. This one is more of China. China is a bit far. They must be sleeping by now, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's digital. You can always watch the recording, and that's why it's good to post your questions. And again, we live in a digital world, guys. I have a project I'm doing in Nigeria, and this guy wants to show me something, and he said that he needs me to at the time. I said no, record a video and send me the video, and I'll make my decision. But we live in a digital. It's just how you think. We don't need to be there physically to make decisions. Again, we leverage tools, systems, and technology. You got a phone, record the phone, show me the stuff, and send me the video, and I'll make the decision. So you can sign up for training, make up your mind, watch it on demand on your own time. This one is for Ato. Interestingly, I have lost money to online business as a result. Okay, I am now very skeptical and desperate at the same time. Yeah, Ato, everybody has lost money online. I have. I wouldn't call it loss. It's more of an investment that my lack of education. So yeah, you just have to acknowledge the fact that you're not going to be where you are. If you have that sort of a freedom fighter mentality, never give up mindset, you will always come back and you come back stronger. But don't leave it too late. Wow. Okay. All right. This one is from Lillian. It's good to hear from you in regards to online business. My computer knowledge is limited, so I would appreciate if you could explain to me how everything works. If it's possible, can give me a call. If for any reason you can't get through to me, please leave a text message. I'll call you back. Right, I know Lillian. Yeah. Okay, this one is explain how it works. A lot of people ask this question. For some reason, I've come up with one strategy. I'm gonna send you the video. You watch the video. A lot. Just know this. Just know this. There's a training that teaches people how to start a business online. The first steps, the basics. 100 people watched it. 10 started a business. 99 say, explain to me how it works. Say they didn't understand it. They spent 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. That 10, out of those 10 people, 2 people used that same first video and made, I think 3 people made their first million online. 3 and 700, half a million. Then the other 4 are still building their way up to 6 figures. Just surpassed 6 figures. Now, the question is, does the training work? Are you going to look at the 90 and say it doesn't work? Or are you going to look at the 10 and say it works? So it's your question is, how does it work? Just know that that video that you're going to, I'm going to put a link under this video too. I'll put a link of yeah, how to start a business under this video. Watch it. Just know as you're watching it, just know that somebody watched that same video and built a 1 million, over $1 million business out of it. And you are there. If you can't make up your mind, just know that it's not the video, it's you that couldn't make up your mind. That's the thing. There's a mindset of readiness. When you're ready, you take the action because all the information you need for where you are is already provided to you. If you want more information, it's going to come to information overload. If you Google how to start a business online, Google, you will receive thousands of. Why haven't everybody those 90 started? It's information overload, lack of taking action. So if you can take action based on the small information you have, you begin to see. It's like business is like driving in a fog. Commit the first $100, you drive that $100, you drive that 100 meters, then you'll be able to see the next 100. You drive the next 100 meters. That's how you see the next. That's how you get to 5K a month. That's how you get to 10K a month. As you drive, you keep going, you keep going. By the time you know it, it's faith. Without faith, you can't build a business. Linda, good evening. Pascal, good evening. I'm here. I'm gonna rush through this. This one is okay. I think we're done. Patience, Osas. How much is it to start? But I don't have experience and I don't need something. I will start and it will take forever to start seeing progress. Referral business is not for me. It's so frustrating to me. More info, yeah. I don't like referral business as well. But at the end of the day, is businesses you're gonna sell products to people. So you're gonna come in contact with people unless you're gonna hire a sales team that will do it for you. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Again, the training will show you exactly how to get started and the price points. There are different price points based on what you want to, based on your knowledge. And the other lady asked, said something about no experience. It's all about learning. If you have the attitude to learn, um, if you have the attitude to learn, then it's easy. Just just get it done. Right. I think that's it, guys. And we did 11 minutes over. It's not bad. Again, if all the links of all the training that I shared, I'll put them around this video in case if you want to get started. Feel free. If you want to reach out, if you have any things that you want to share with me, like I said, this is the mission to help as many people create better lives for themselves and their children and for their family. So it's something that we all have to acknowledge that online business is here, internet is here. We can't change it, but we all have to adapt and start using it to create a better life for us. And most of us grew up in the industrial age where we have to trade our time for money. But don't make the mistake about it. Internet is here to change the world. Not that it's here, it has already changed the world. If you are not into crypto, all this new stuff, because you're skeptical, you're probably going to be left behind. 5, 10 years from now, you'll be far behind, just like most people. So be the person that goes out in front. We all make mistakes. I still make mistakes today. Never be afraid of making mistakes. Try your best. Don't risk everything. Don't go into that. I'm not saying you should throw in all your money into anything that you're trying to get into. Use good judgment. There's some free trainings around this video. Use them. Guide yourself. Support yourself. Mastermind with people. Come in contact with people. Don't be afraid of people online. I do webinars like this every Saturday where I go into a little bit more strategy stuff of what exactly I'm doing, how to launch ads on YouTube, how to build websites, all this stuff, which is all part of the training. It's all part of the training that I use. But I help out. So it's left for you to educate yourself, take the time to invest your time in yourself, and know that it's your children will benefit from it, your family will benefit from it, and just for your sake that you took action, you're part of the 5% that succeed. So I hope to see you. As exactly like I said, see you at the top. I hope to see you one day in a stage somewhere speaking to crowds of thousands of people, inspiring them to live a better life just because you were light for so many people. God bless you.